Okay, so it's finally official. We have Alex Pereira, and he will face off against Magomed Ankalaev at UFC 313. This is the matchup fans have been dying to see since Pereira captured the belt. And as I mentioned in my last video, I firmly believe Alex Pereira wins this fight. In my previous video on the downfall of the Dagestanis, let me clarify, okay? It was just a video idea. I don't actually believe one loss for Umar means all the Dagestanis are doomed, but stylistically, I do think there's several matchups on the horizon that are tough for them going forward. So let's break them down, okay? We have Shara Bullet versus MVP. Now, Shara Bullet, he's a good striker, but I just don't see anybody in MMA who can strike with MVP in a pure striking contest. Like, I know, sure, he lost his bare knuckle boxing match to Mike Perry, but MMA striking's a different game, you know? With, like, elbows and knees thrown in, MVP's arsenal becomes way more dangerous, and I just don't see Shara knocking him out, and he's probably not going to shoot a takedown, which leads me to believe that MVP's either going to win by knockout or decision. So, yeah, that's that fight. Movsar Evloev, the other Dagestani who's quite close to a title fight other than Ankalayev. I think if he fights Ilya, he's getting exposed really badly. Like, Ilya's striking, his grappling, they kind of make him a nightmare matchup for Movsar. Movsar's striking's pretty fucking mid, and if he can't take Ilya down and keep him there, which I don't believe he will, that means he's going to have to stand and trade with Ilya Topuria, and I just don't think that goes well for anyone in the division. So, yeah, I'm going to take Ilya by knockout in that fight. Also, if Diego Lopez doesn't somehow get a title shot, if he beats Yair Rodriguez, they could match him up against with Movsar Evloev, and I still think he's a terrible fight for Movsar as well. Like, we've seen what he did on short notice, so with a full training camp, yeah, I can definitely see him beating Movsar as well. Moving on to Umar. Now he's lost. He's going to need a few wins to climb back up into the rankings and get a next title fight. So a fight with Peter Yan, to me, honestly makes sense. I think Yan wins this fight, and here's the reason why. So when Yan fought Merab landed 11 takedowns, which sounds like a lot, but he shot 49, which means Yan defended over 30 takedowns. I don't think Umar for a second is going to shoot anywhere near that amount of takedowns to be able to gas Yan out. So yeah, while Umar's striking, it's flashy, it's wild. Yan's tight, composed boxing will probably capitalize on Umar's defensive lapses. If Umar can't get takedowns, he's going to have to try and trade with Yan, and I just don't see that going well for him. Like, we saw the way he was dipping his head against Merab, and Yan's going to hit him with uppercuts all day if he does that to him. So I can see Yan definitely winning that fight by decision. Now let's get on to the main reason I made this video. It's Alex Pereira versus Magomed Ankalaev. So this fight is billed as the worst stylistic matchup for Pereira, but I have to argue that this is equally as bad for Ankalaev. Many fans claim that Ankalaev's wrestling will be the decisive factor, but let's be real. Ankalaev's wrestling is not as fucking good as people think. The only reason he dominated Jan Blachowicz in the 5th round of their fight was because Jan's cardio is fucking shit. Pereira, on the other hand, has proven his gas tank. He's gone 5 rounds with Adesanya at middleweight, which means that he was compromised because he was making a weight cut that he should never have been trying to make in the first place. And he's also performed at elevation against Yan. I don't know why I said elevation, I meant elevation, but you know exactly what I mean. Ankalaev's submission game is also rather questionable. I mean, I don't think he's ever actually had a submission, and I'm going to keep throwing this in here, but he got fucking triangled by Paul Craig. Can you imagine Pereira getting triangled by Paul Craig? Because I fucking can't. On the feet, Pereira's leg kicks are a game changer. Like, I don't care what people say when they say Ankalaev fixed his leg kick weakness in the Rakic fight. No, he fucking never, okay? Rakic is not Pereira. Nobody throws calf kicks like Pereira. Even Adesanya, who's one of the greatest kickboxers to ever grace the UFC, could not adjust to them. So what the fuck makes you think that Ankalaev will, okay? The longer Ankalaev stays standing, the more dangerous it gets for him. If he doesn't shoot a takedown early, he's risking getting clipped, and once Pereira lands, it's fucking lights out. So yeah, ultimately, I believe Pereira wins this fight by knockout, or at least I'm hoping that he does. Let's be honest, we don't need another fucking champion who delays defending their title for months. Champions like Volk and Izzy, they kind of set the standard for activity, and their consistency is sorely missed, especially by me. Who do you guys think is going to win anyway? Does Uncle Ankalaev have what it takes to dethrone Pereira? Or will Alex continue his reign with another highlight reel finish? Let me know in the comments section below, and I will catch you guys in the next one.